Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The first carry now for Paul Perkins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On play action. Now Manning. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Fresh set of downs here. Toss it out to Perkins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the back goes into motion. Now Manning throwing on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Manning to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And now Manning wants to talk this over. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there, 48 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is right through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he puts it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So they run with Perkins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Manning to throw on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On the run, it's Perkins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go with Perkins again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Manning going to give it to Perkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles.
Automatic for the guys trying to run offense because
that's deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Ingram holds it in. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it,